How we doing, junkies? We are here in Fort Benning, Georgia at the second ASA of the year, and right now we're bringing you another episode of our What's the Pro shooting, sponsored exclusively by Feather Vision Products. And today we're speaking with women's pro Paige Pearce, and wanted to run through Paige's setup for you today. Paige, after the first day of shooting, shooting great this weekend. She's in the top three for the women, kind of at a tie, and we wanted to run through what your setup is here for the ASA Tour and what you're doing for the 3Ds. Kind of start with the bow, and we'll go from there.
So I'm shooting a 2014 PSC Supermax. It's the new special color this year called Tequila Sunrise. As you can see, it's pretty sweet. I was really excited when I pulled this one out of the box.
And you haven't even had it that long, have you?
No, I actually got it last week. I actually set it up this Tuesday. So not very long. But no, I was really excited, and it's shooting awesome. So definitely no complaints there.
And you've shot the Super now, the Super bow itself, though. I mean, this is a new fancy color, though, for a couple years, haven't you?
Yeah, I shot the Dominator 3D in there for a year.
Okay.
But I've always had the Supers. I've used them for one type of shooting or another. So, yeah, I love the Super. It's an awesome bow.
And what do you do for kind of poundage for this bow for shooting 3D?
For 3D, I'm maxed out at 50 pounds. Luckily, I have a 28-inch draw length, so I can get away with that and still reach speed.
Paige just told me this before, she has freakishly long arms, so that's got to be a huge benefit for you against some of the other ladies who can't get those longer draw lengths with the speed.
Yeah, I definitely can't pull anybody's bow back out here because everybody shoots 60. So I definitely have the lowest poundage, but I think I have the longest draw length. So it's helping me a lot.
Okay, and what are you running for strings?
I'm running ABB, America's Best Bowstrings. Obviously, they're doing awesome since I just got them a couple days ago. I shot less than 60 arrows, stretched them in, and it's holding good, so can't complain there.
Okay, and then kind of walk me through kind of your sight setup there, what you got, and then walking me through the scope at the same time.
Okay, I'm running the Excel Achieve. It's been great, actually. I was having some sight problems, and so after switching to Excel, everything has been amazing. It's so dependable. I'm also running a specialty archery housing, and then inside I'm running a 10,000 fiber. I don't know if you can see, but it's actually dropping from the top.
That looks, yeah, that's kind of backwards for everybody than what everybody else does. Why do you do that?
I actually set it up like that for dots. So I have a problem with dots. I tend to lock a little bit low or hold on the bottom. So by doing that, every time I drop low, I cover the dot up, so I have to bring myself back up. So I got used to shooting it with the drop pin, and so I just kept it like that for 3D.
Okay, do you know what size pin that is?
Yeah, it's a 10,000 fiber.
Okay.
And then I'm also running a 4-power lens. I wanted to be able to run a 6, but I just could not get it to clear up. So I dropped down to a 4 so I'd have a clear sight picture, and I thought that'd be the best way to go.
Okay, sounds good. How about your rest there?
I'm running the Freak Show, AA Freak Show. It's great. It's awesome. Like I said, I slapped it on there. It tuned awesome, so couldn't complain.
What's your blade?
I'm running a 10,000s. So, yeah.
And stabilizer setup?
I'm running Bernie's Control Freak Falcon stabilizers. That's actually more of a recent switch. I was having a really hard time with the mass weight of my bow. And so with these stabilizers being so light, I can run a lot less weights on the end, and the bow still holds the same. So that's actually improved my shooting a lot.
Okay, and what do you run for lengths at the front and the back, and what are the weights?
I'm running a 30-inch bar off the front, and I'm running 10-inch bars off the back. I only run 2.5 ounces on the front, and then on this one back bar, I'm running 3 ounces and 2.5 on the other. So before, I was running a lot of weight, and so I was getting a lot of bobs with the mass weight of my bow. So I can honestly say that doesn't sound like much weight, but it holds just as good as it did before.
Huh. Okay, and then what are you doing for release?
You
made a change, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. So I'm shooting a Carter. I've always shot a Carter Fits Me too since I was 8. And I recently have had an elbow injury, and so shooting the back tension, because I shoot at back tension, was kind of getting hard. My elbow was moving in the shot. So I recently switched to the Carter Like Mike, and it is amazing.
Jason off camera is a big fan of that. Like that one?
Well, it's really consistent. I also noticed I can actually get into my shot a little bit better as far as my arm being in placement from when I had the Fits Me, but it really, really does help with my elbow. So, and I'm talking this elbow, it will hyperextend. So doing that, it's been awesome. Really consistent in my anchor point too, which at first I was a little concerned. I actually switched to this release 4 days before I went to China this year, and showed up in China and shot awesome. So if that, I adapted really, really quick.
Okay, and then what are you doing for arrows?
I'm shooting the Carbon Express Maxima Blue Streak 150s. They're absolutely awesome. They're so straight. They've been doing a great job this weekend, and so I grabbed them out and threw them on, and they tuned very, very quickly. And I went out and was shooting some groups, and they were just holding tight. So
Okay, now what do you run for kind of point weight in your vanes?
I'm actually running AAE 1.87 shield cut vanes, and my point weight, I would normally like to run a little bit more. I'm actually only running 60 grains right now because I couldn't get the speed that I wanted. So
So what are you running for optics?
I'm actually running the Loophole 10x17 switch power binoculars. I just love them. They're awesome.
Because they don't even make them anymore, do they?
No, they don't, but they're the best binocular ever made. So as far as calling arrows, I know out there today there's some people that are like, I can't really tell it's close, and I flip it to 17, and I know every time.
That's awesome. Well, that's definitely a benefit. Okay. Well, you're shooting really good this weekend. We're excited to have you out on the tour. For fans out there at Paige, you've been a long-time spot shooter, and you crept into the 3D scene a little bit last year, and this is kind of your first year. You're diving full-time into it. Not even doing spots this year, are you?
I'm
not too much.
Yeah, I'm not doing the FIDA stuff, so I'm doing all the NFAA spots, and I did indoor. But yeah, I'm getting away from the FIDA stuff. I really like that. The atmosphere out here is unbelievably different than what I'm used to, and 1,000 times better. So the people are awesome. Everything about these shoots is fun. So I'm definitely looking forward to finishing out the tour and sticking with it.
Okay. Well, thanks for taking the time and running through your setup with us.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.